Heyo, welcome back to another video. In this one, I just wanted to talk about what is going on with Persona 6. Now, there's quite a lot of things going on in terms of Midori tweeting certain things about it, and another leaker that's kind of giving, the theme of Persona 6. I'm not going to go too much in detail about, the characters' names, because frankly, I don't think that matters quite yet until we learn more about the game. But what is an interesting tidbit, besides their name, is that there are two different protagonists, and I'm really happy that actually made a return here from the initial beta concept for Persona 5. So, with that being said, let's just get right into, I guess, my theory divulsion on what we can expect from potentially Persona 6. So we all know about Buckon at this point. It's in the thumbnail, it's in this video, it's been around, and Midori confirmed that specifically it's that shade of green that will be present within Persona 3 Reload, which is kind of funny that they just made him a bucket. And what we can expect from the, let's say, the shadow world within this game, and that's just kind of putting everything into one category, then saying TV world, metaverse, and then I think it's, the dark hour, and then whatever the hell happens in Persona 1 and 2. I played Persona 1, we don't talk about that. My assumption in regards to what the shadow world will be in this game would be, I guess, more associated with the dark hour as it is green in Persona 3 Reload predominantly versus its original Fez counterparts or original Persona 3 counterpart. Granted, I don't think necessarily the dark hour is going to return, but we can, I guess, observe that this specific color will be important later. Secondly, the theme will be black and white. Now, this will run into more spoilers for Persona 3 Reload and Persona 5, so if you haven't played those games, please click off the video now. So in regards to black and white, the last block on Tartarus is black and white, and it mentions Kyoto from the party members kind of just talking about the decorations within the last block of Tartarus.
These patterns look a bit like the ones we saw at the temple gardens in Kyoto.
You mean the Zen Gardens? There's a belief that they connect this world to the next.
And why is Kyoto important? Well, another leaker had given out that the location for Persona 6 will be taking place in Kyoto. So it is quite fascinating that the Persona 3 characters are mentioning certain things from Kyoto. Now, granted, they did go on vacation there, but it's still just something to keep in mind, because in the original Persona 3, that wasn't really present, along with this block being entirely different in comparison. At least that's my thought anyway. And you can tell that they're kind of experimenting with the color dynamic within this last block of Tartarus, especially when you're climbing up 10 nicks with dealing with Jin and Takaya. I just think it fits the theme more of Persona 6, especially in these specific areas, that it kind of gives it away that they're testing something out for potentially the next game, as Persona 3 Reload was sort of a test to see what they can do with the engine going forward for a future title. But in regards to the last block in Mementos, where it's all white, now that falls in line with Maruki's whole palace and such, and his whole takeover, but it still fits the theme of black and white, with especially Maruki fitting the white suit narrative. I think we'll say that. This is already sounding really far-fetched and stupid. I'm sorry. Kingdom Hearts, man. It gets you thinking every little detail is important here, but I digress. I'm not even trying to talk about Maruki. I want to talk about Jose. Jose is pretty much a character that is along the lines of Aegis, but is apparently working for Philemon. I am probably saying his name completely wrong, and I apologize, but you're seeing a picture, visual. It probably helps in this regard. But more specifically, what I wanted to talk about is how you get items from Jose's shop, and that would be collecting flowers. Not only that, how you get the buffs is collecting the stamps. Now, granted, I'm not saying that, the stamps will really make a return, but I think the flowers will. Even looking towards Maruki's palace, in terms of just having all these flowers kind of present, it makes me believe that Persona 6 is going to follow up with this flower concept. quite a flower water we're talking here.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet.
So with that being said, Persona 6 has a lot going for it, and these were my presumptions as to what we can potentially expect from the next game. Now, not all of this is a solid, like, fact for fact, but I figured to just kind of give my thoughts as to where I see the series going. This recording is probably like a week old. I'm sure something has been talked about that I am not talking about in this video, or so on and so forth, so if something is more so updated, I'll probably make a follow-up video saying Persona 6 details that I didn't cover, or Persona 6 new details, because Midori's probably going to say something at some point here, or one of the leakers that I mentioned in this video. Now, the other leakers, I'm not sure of their credibility 100%, but people keep running with it, so I just kind of want to flourish my ideas as to what I believe the next game could potentially hold. With that all being said though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it took so long to make. Once again, a lot of stuff's happened in the last few weeks, and I don't really want to give attention or unnecessary attention that doesn't need to be disclosed, but more so that what I will say is what is going on is, like, just stalking generally is terrible, and yeah, people suck at the end of the day, so I just want to kind of give that update as a tidbit so that you guys kind of understand what I'm dealing with. With that being said though, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.